Good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Just check whether the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Yeah, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
right. So let us start with our lecture. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you in CSE department. This is your second year, and I will be teaching the computer graphics subject, which was already there in your diploma syllabus. So all of you might have studied this subject. Some things are added into it and some points are removed. No more means the changes are not much. So almost all the bits you have already studied in your diploma curriculum. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I will be handling your computer graphics subject, theory as well as practicals. So my name is P.A. Satarkar. I have completed my BE Computer from Pune University. I have completed MTech in Computer Science and Engineering from JNTU Hyderabad. And currently I am pursuing my PhD from Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. I have total 14 years of teaching experience in this same institute. And so 14 years undergraduate students and almost 7 to 8 years PG, that is ME students. So total subjects I have taught that are computer graphics, digital techniques, advanced C concepts, theory of computation, compiler construction, and object-oriented design and programming. For PG, that is for ME, I have taught theory of computation, natural language processing, IM, that is industrial management, and business intelligent BI. So these are the brief introduction. This is the brief introduction about myself. Then we will see actually the syllabus of the subject. So this computer graphics having total 6 units. Section 1 contains 3 units. Out of that, first unit is basic concepts and devices. So here we are going to focus on the introduction part of computer graphics and its applications. So here we will have introduction of CG, applications, then the basic concepts like what is pixel, what is frame buffer, what is the meaning of resolution, aspect ratio, then the display devices like CRT and color CRT and all. Similarly, we have introduction about the interactive devices like joystick, touch panels, and light pens. So this is nothing but your chapter number 1, which has all the introductory theory part, right? Then second unit starts with raster scan graphics, where actually algorithm starts. So here we are having the line drawing algorithm, DDA, and Brazenham's line drawing algorithm. Similarly, Brazenham's circle drawing algorithm or circle generation algorithm is there. Then run length encoding, and in polygon filling, we are having total 3 algorithms: age fill, age flag, and seed fill. So these are the 3 algorithms for polygon filling that we are going to learn. Unit number 3 deals with the transformations of 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional objects. So here a 2-dimensional object with XY plane, we are going to see the different transformations like rotation, scaling, reflection, translation, shearing. All these transformations we are going to learn with 2D as well as 3D. Then some more points like rotation about arbitrary point or reflection through arbitrary line that we will study in detail with unit number 3. So unit number 3 includes the different transformations on 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional objects. Then comes your section number 2, in which you are having the 4th unit, which is clipping and display file compilation. So for clipping, we are having 2 algorithms, Sutherland-Cohen line clipping algorithm and midpoint subdivision algorithm. Then in display file compilation, we have viewing transformation and window transformation, segmented display file, and display file compilation as a whole. So this will give you unit number 4, clipping, and its 2 algorithms and the file related issues. Then unit number 5 is visible lines and visible surfaces. So here we are focusing on the algorithms like backface removal algorithm is there, then Pentas and Warnock algorithm, Z-buffer algorithm. So these are the algorithms which removes the invisible surfaces, invisible lines or invisible surfaces. So these are the algorithm we are going to study in detail. Then we will see the anti-aliasing and half-toning methods, and what is the use of these techniques that we will learn in chapter number 5. And the last chapter, unit number 6, is based on the curves. So here 2 types of curves, that is 2D curves, that is plane curves, and space curves, that is 3D curves, that we are going to learn. So plane and space curves is the last chapter, where we are going to where we are having the curve generation, curve representation, and different types of curves. So first is parametric, non-parametric type, Bezier, B-spline, and then we will move on to fractals and fractal surfaces and fractal lines. So this is the overall syllabus of computer graphics with 6 chapters. Already in your diploma, this subject was there, no? All of you? You may be from different universities, I believe. So all of you are having this computer graphics subject earlier. Okay. So out of that, many things are there which are already you have seen and you know the meaning of this basic terminologies of CG earlier you have studied. So you will feel easy that this subject already is already you have completed its syllabus in your diploma. Okay, so these are the textbooks and reference books. So out of that, Donald Hearn and Baker, you might have used. So this particular book is for chapter number 1, Computer Graphics by Donald Hearn and Baker. It has only the syllabus of chapter number 1. Then we are having 2 more books, which are called as Procedural Elements of CG and Mathematical Elements of CG. So in Procedural Elements, you are having chapter number 2, 4, and 5. And in Mathematical Elements, you have the chapter number 3 and 6. So the whole syllabus is divided into 3 books. First is Hearn and Baker, include chapter number 1. Then 2, 4, 5 are there in Procedural Elements by David Roger, and the Mathematical Elements of CG has chapter number 3 and 6. So that is about textbooks. Reference books by Rajesh Maurya, computer graphics with virtual reality systems, and Newman Sproul. So it is Principle of Interactive Computer Graphics. So these are the 2 reference books, but the whole syllabus is covered in these 3. So actually there is no need of reference books as such, but you can go through it as per your choice. Textbooks are sufficient to cover your whole syllabus. Now, what about the scheme? So this computer graphics, the code given by the university is CS215, and the teaching scheme includes 3 lectures per week. So in every week we are going to have 3 lectures: Tuesday 3:30 to 4:30, and Wednesday 12:15 to 2:15 according to your timetable. And we are having a practical on Thursday of 2 hours. So we will have a practical and 3 lectures per week. Now, what is the examination scheme? So this subject is having 70 marks theory paper, then 30 marks ISC. So external exam of 70 marks, internal exam of 30 marks, and you are having 25 marks term work. Okay, so this is the examination scheme. So 70 marks theory paper at the end of the semester. For ISC, 30 marks weightage is given. For that, we are going to conduct 2 ISC exams. In semester exam, ISC means in semester exam like unit test. So it is of 30 marks, and we are going to use this ISC tool, and it will be considered as average of 2 ISC, and those marks will be submitted to the university. For example, if you have got 26 in first ISC and 28 in second ISC, then average mark will be 27. So you will get 27 out of 30, and those 27 marks will be submitted to the university. So the average of 2 ISC will be considered as your ISC marks for that is at the end. Then ICA, that is internal continuous assessment. So it is of 25 marks. Out of that, we are going to consider the attendance. The MCQ test will be given to you, and you have to solve it and submit it. And many other parameters are there to consider this ICA marks. So total weightage of 125 marks is there for CG. Okay. So we will consider this computer graphics. We will consider the meaning of the computer graphics, what is introduced inside it, and what is the importance of it, and what are the outcomes of it. So that is CG, the title of the subject, the central idea, the importance of the subject, and the outcomes. So about the title of the subject, this introduces the basic of computer graphics and different basic graphics functions. It also develops ability for implementation of different algorithms. With this course, student can acquire computer graphics techniques, its uses, and implementation details. So here we are going to focus on 3 things. First is the different techniques, uses, and algorithms, and its implementation. So in this CG, we are going to learn all these things. Okay. Then in central idea also the same thing is explained, that we are going to learn the different algorithms, the different basic terminologies, and how to draw the lines and circles by using algorithms, and so on. So what is the importance of the subject? So nowadays we are mostly dependent upon the presentation, which is done by using the computer itself, and that is achieved by computer graphics. So right from the PPT presentation till animation, whatever the changes are done, they are done by using the different concepts of computer graphics only. So we are going to start with a simple presentation like a bar chart or pie chart. So that is also a part of your computer graphics. And right from there, we are going to have the animation. So drawing of the uh, images or drawing the pictures and putting actions into it. So all they consider as a graphics related functions only. So here computer graphics is useful in business, medical. So you might have studied that in medical applications also, the image processing is the field which is in boom. So that takes help of computer graphics only, that to store the images and to manipulate those images of medical requirements. So uh, in short, the computer graphics is everywhere now in business, maybe representation of the growth or the financial things like comparing the budget and all. So for that purpose, we are using computer graphics. In medical applications also, early detection of cancer and all. So for that, we should be aware about the image processing, and that is one part of computer graphics. Then in advertising also, we require computer graphics. In entertainment, that is, it can be a generation of movie or animation kind of thing. So in entertainment also we use computer graphics, and that's why it is introduced in the syllabus as well. Now what we are going to learn out of the subject. So here, after studying the whole course of computer graphics, the student will be able to, so these are the 5 outcomes that are set by the university as well as by department of CSE here. So first is draw graphical elements by using built-in graphics function. So this is we are going to achieve in our practical number 1. So we are going to draw the graphical elements using the inbuilt functions. Second is differentiate different graphical devices. So we are able to differentiate between the 2 input devices or 2 output devices. What are the similarities? What are the differences? What is the functionality? So all these things we are going to learn. Then third is we are able to draw the lines, circles, and we are able to fill the color in the polygons. So that is your third outcome. Fourth is with respect to 2D and 3D images, we are going to perform the transformations. So different transformations are also applied on 2D and 3D objects. And the last outcome is demonstrate different clipping algorithms, surfaces, and different type of curves. So here it includes your chapter number 4, 5, and 6 altogether. So clipping algorithms implementation, then hidden surfaces removal, and studying the different type of curves. So this is the total outcomes of the computer graphics. Okay. So let us start with our unit number 1. Is there any difficulty in syllabus and books or any other question in your mind? Whatever the part we have covered till now, that is the subject, the meaning and concepts which we are going to study in computer graphics. So do you have any problem in that? Okay. Okay, so let us move forward. So we are going to start with the unit number 1. It has the name basic concepts and devices. So here is the syllabus of the chapter. First is introduction to CG, application of computer graphics. then pixel, frame buffer, resolution, aspect ratio, then video display devices. In that, refresh CRT, raster scan display, random scan display, color CRT monitors, and interactive devices like joystick, touch panel, and light pen. So that we are going to learn in chapter number 1. For that, we have already discussed Hearn and Baker book. That is, the author name is Donald Hearn and Baker. So these are the two authors, and the chapter number 1 is totally introduced in this book. Then about the chapter outcome. So first is the basic graphical elements using built-in function. So we have already discussed the course outcome as a whole. So first chapter is having this particular unit or this particular course outcome, that draw the basic elements by using built-in functions. And second is differentiate between different graphics devices. Okay. So let us start with the first bit of the syllabus. What is computer graphics or introduction to computer graphics? So what comes in your mind when I say computer graphics? Any one of you can answer.
Designing, ma'am.
Designing, okay. What else?
Animation.
Animation, okay, good. Okay, so see here, computer graphics, it is a branch of computer science where we are going to make use of different representations. Like say, you can have the diagrams, like one of you have told just the designs. So that are nothing but mathematical models also can be there. So different models, designs, and to store those designs in your computer and to manipulate it. That means I'm going to draw the different objects by using the computer graphics. I'm going to store it in the memory, as well as I'm going to manipulate it. That means I can make the change in the size of the object. I can make change in the color of the object, or I can make changes in the shape of the object, or we can say we can move that object from one location to other. So we can animate that object. So all these things comes under this computer graphics. So here the graphics is nothing but here we are going to have the pictures, images, its storage and manipulation. All are considered as your computer graphics. So first, it is the branch of computer science. We have till now is our textual representation of the data. That is, only the data is available in the text format or in the table format. But now we are going to represent it in the graphics format. So graphic format means either we can represent it with the mathematical diagram like line, circle, that is maybe the charts or graphs like that. So we are going to represent them in that manner, or in terms of pictures or images. So we are going to represent our data which was earlier represented in a text or table format. Now it is available in the graph or picture format. So we can make a definition of CG as, we can say computer graphics is an art of drawing the pictures, lines, charts, etc. using computer with the help of program and software. Right? So we are able to draw the pictures using the computer with program and software. Okay. So to draw any shape, I require the software and corresponding program to get the output as any shape. So that is nothing but the drawing the pictures using program, computer and algorithms, softwares. So these are nothing but the we can say the definition, but it has again some different point of view, we can say. So it is nothing but the creation of the object that comes first. So first of all, if I want to draw any shape, let us take the example of a triangle. So first of all, whenever I want to draw any picture, then creation comes into my mind. That is, I am going to create that object first. So here also I am going to draw the triangle first. Then second thing is, I am going to manipulate that triangle. So in computer graphics, I am going to manipulate. Manipulate means maybe I am going to rotate it about this particular point. So I will be rotating it. So about this point, so the resultant will be like this. Again, I am going to rotate it further, that at this particular point again, so your triangle will be like this. So it is nothing but the manipulation on this object. First is the creation of the object, second is manipulation on the object, and third is once this rotation is done, suppose I want to rotate the object, let us by 50 degree in anti-clockwise manner. So I am going to rotate this object about the point A with 50 degrees. So this angle of rotation is 50 degree and the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise. So this is a red color triangle is my original picture and the black color triangle is my resultant picture. So here I am going to create the original object. Then I am going to manipulate it. Manipulate means 50 degree anti-clockwise rotation. So this is your resultant. So this black triangle represents the result of rotation. And after that, you are going to store that. You are going to store that image in the memory. You are going to store this result in the memory. And that is called as your modeling. So storing of geometric objects, it is called as modeling, and their images is called rendering. So your computer graphics is the combination of modeling plus rendering. Okay. So in CG, we have to create the object, manipulate it, and we have to store it. And all these processes comes under modeling and rendering. So in short, CG is modeling plus rendering. And then we are going to display those images on the screen or hard copy devices. So whatever the output is there after doing all these things, then that output will be displayed on the output screen. So this, the whole process is considered as your computer graphics process. Okay, so drawing of the object, manipulating it, storing it, and then displaying it on the output screen. Okay, so where this graphics has started from? So in 1963, Ivan Sutherland has developed the Sketchpad. And using the Sketchpad, now the images can be drawn on the screen using the light pen. So here, actually the computer graphics has started in 1963 with the development of Sketchpad. So Sketchpad is same as that of your tablet now. And in that, on that tablet or grid, we are going to draw something with light pen and that get displayed onto your screen. Then after that, the virtual reality equipment has developed. So, and that is used for the flight simulator. So you might have seen the four-wheeler simulator. So in that, all the functionalities which are available in a car, they are available in the simulator. And just by standing at one place, you can use that. So while playing the games in the game zone, you might have used all those controls to increase the speed of the car, then brakes, then changing the direction of the car. So all you have done by using that simulator kind of thing. So first, the Sutherland developed a Sketchpad, and after that, he developed the virtual reality equipment and done the flight simulation. Then the things which comes under CG is representation, manipulation, and storage. So just now we have seen representation is nothing but drawing the design. Manipulation is changing or editing, and storage is stored it in a hard drive. So it uses both software and hardware for the same. So computer graphics uses software plus hardware in order to carry out all these three functionalities: representation, manipulation, and storage. Okay, so first thing is we have seen what is computer graphics. It is modeling plus rendering, where the images are drawn first, then edited or modified, and then third is we are going to store it. Now where we are going to use this computer graphics, that is the next bit of the syllabus. So there are n number of applications of CG. There are n number of applications. Out of that, I have listed here few. First is CAD. It is computer aided design. So what is computer aided design? So in